Hey, what's up, fam? Good evening, good evening, good evening, one and all, to another installment of Songs in the Night. So, I'm going to invite you to invite a friend to come on in and enjoy the music on tonight. I've got some melodies I'd like to share with you. So, listen. If you've had a rough day, perhaps a falling out of sorts, well, you've come to the right place. Songs in the Night is that time where you begin to woosah and begin to relax and let the music be therapy. You know how they have aromatherapy. There it is. Aromatherapy. There it is. Well, we've got musical therapy for you tonight. So, as you join in, you are going to have a wonderful rest tonight. I'm checking to make sure I've got everything online as I should, because sometimes I take off running and forget things. So I've got some music tonight, a couple of newer songs I want to share with you. But one of the things I really want to share with you is I'm looking forward to June, because June is my birth month. And I'm contemplating I should do a commemoration concert of sorts on my birthday weekend. So I'm thinking I'm going to reach back, way back to my previous album, my first album actually. It's called not Songs in the Night. That's this. No, the first album is called Eternity, and I played a few songs from them, from the album, a few, but not very many of them. So what I'm going to do is go grab some that you've not heard on this broadcast and kind of refurbish it, because it's about, let me see, it's good 10 years old now. So I'm going to go back and reproduce some of that, and I'd love to present it back to you as a prequel to my next album, which will probably be a sequel to Eternity, because it's been 10 years after all, right? So I'm not what you call a quick release. So anyhow, stay tuned for that. That's coming in June, live here on wherever you're watching. So I'm excited about that. All right. That being said, before I get deep into the music, because you know how I get. Did you get your copy yet? 12 Things. 12 Things That Ruin a Relationship. A guide to knowing when it's safe to love. You needed a manual? Well, here it is. Huh? If it's difficult for you to think like a man but act like a woman, well, then this is the one you need to get a copy of here. It's very, very practical. It's not a whole lot of, technical terminology. It's a very easy read, and it's not that many pages. Look at that. It's only about close to 90 pages. Let me see. How many pages do we have here? Not very many at all. So we're more like 70 pages. You can do this in one night, actually. So go to Amazon.com. Get your copy of the 12 Things That Ruin Relationship, a guide to knowing when it's safe to love. Some people has had a bad history, or not so pleasant. We won't say bad. Has had a not so pleasant history on issues of love. So I came up with a book. My wife and I has enjoyed 36 years of marriage. Lots of experience, anecdotes from when we first got married. You're going to enjoy it. So go out and get your copy. Amazon.com. Amazon.com. That's where you can get your copy of 12 Things That Ruin Relationships. By the way, did I tell you it's a award-winning book? I'm so excited about that. So humbled too. That it's the Reader's Choice Award. So apparently, people are really enjoying the read. So get your copy tonight, as a matter of fact, okay, or today, or whenever you're watching. Go ahead and go to Amazon.com. Get your copy of 12 Things That Ruins Relationships, a guide to knowing when it's safe to love. Now, if you're one who's saying, hey, I haven't found love, much less knowing when it's safe to love, don't you worry. Here's a song for you. I call it, well, I don't call it that. Sounds of Blackness call it Be Optimistic. Always know that there's someone perhaps out there who can appreciate all of your loveliness and all of your wit and wisdom. Okay? So be optimistic. Let's get into the music. Welcome to Songs of the Night. Well, I knew it. Yeah, I knew it. Let's get it started right, okay? Let's go. That's the song called Optimistic, made popular by a group called Sounds of Blackness. I like to play that as often as as often as I can, because it's probably one of the most encouraging pieces of music in the kingdom of music. It always kind of, if I could get this cable to kind of stop moving around on me. Okay. So, but it's really like one of my favorite pieces of music to play because it's just straight up encouraging. And as a matter of fact, all of the music of Sounds of Blackness. There we go. Finally, an answer. All of the music of Sounds of Blackness is a very encouraging music as well. So that being said, if you're optimistic, then you know that you too can be a success and live the champagne life. How about that? Well, this next song, hope you like that. That's Champagne Life, made popular by the great Gerald Albright. Check it out when you get a chance. I appreciate that. Stephanie Forbes says she loves the sounds of blackness. See, you've got to be a people of a certain generation to be able to appreciate the sounds of blackness. Or you are just woke. That's all that is. So, okay. But appreciate that, Stephanie, and for everyone else that's tuning in and watching me trying to get these cables right. One day I'm going to be wireless, but for now, hey, gotta do what you got to do. The music continues. Here's a song I made for a brother. It's called Miami, and it's supposed to be a vocal song. But he's not yet done his vocals. But I thought, hey, make a great instrumental. So hope you like it. It's still a little upbeat before you go to bed tonight. Okay, check it out. Miami. Welcome to Miami. Well, this next track I'm going to do for you is, as I mentioned earlier, I did the album called Eternity. You can go to ReverbNation.com and check out the original recording back in 2012, I believe it was. And the story behind that album is because it's called Eternity because Miami song is okay. Thank you, thank you. But the album Eternity is a nod to how long it took for me to get it done, because every time I start doing music for my particular project, I always get kind of distracted by somebody else's project, and they'd ask me to help, and you know how it is when you're more of an encouragement to everyone else than you are to yourself. So whenever they bring their music to me, I'm like, oh, sure, I got something going, but I can always get back to that later. So this is a song from that album called Inside Out. I didn't do a whole lot of it, so I don't have the actual version that is going to be available when we do the live concert. I'm going to be, hey, I always say, oh, Sister Gwen, good to see you, and doing Life After 60. That's Team Scarborough. Thank you guys for tuning in. So Inside Out is from that album Eternity, and I've got you can, as I said, you can go to ReverbNation.com, Reverb, REVERB Nation.com, and check out the original recording of it. And as you'll be able to hear, yeah, it's got a little age on it, but we're gonna dust it off and polish it up and refurbish that thing, and we're gonna bring it back to you new and improved. And this is kind of a behind the scenes look at the refurbishment from the song Inside Out from the album Eternity. Let's take a listen. Play on your guitar. Hey. Hey, Latai. All right, so that's from the album Eternity. Now, if you want to hear the original version of it, that's not even completed. And I just, I get a little impatient because when I start having fun, I want to bring somebody in to have fun right along with me. And so that's not the completed version, as you can probably tell. However, it's going to be a marked difference from the first and original recordings. So I know a little more, I do a little more, and I do a little less. So there you go. From the album, this is actually my anthem from the album Eternity. It's called Come With Me. So come along for the ride. Here we go. Well, I trust that perhaps you're still awake, perhaps, or you have fallen asleep, which in either case is all right by me. I'm excited to be able to share this time with you and this music. And of course, we'll do it all again next Monday. Same time, same place, right where you are. I invite you to join me again on Wednesday night for our biblical portion, which is, we call it Wednesday's Word. This is not, and I warn you that this is not your grandma's Bible study. Join me on Wednesday night for a provocative insight look at the Word of God. Usually, now this Wednesday, actually, I committed 2 Wednesdays to a couple of chapters from the book, 12 Things That Ruin Relationship, a guide to knowing when it's safe to love. And I trust you've gotten your copy. If not, of course, you can go to Amazon.com and get your copy of the book, 12 Things That Ruin Relationships, a guide to knowing when it's safe to love. And if we ever needed love before, sure do need it now. Here's a couple of chapters out of the 12 things. I'll give you a sneak preview of the chapters. Let's see here. One of my favorites is chapter 1. We open with a bang. Too physical, too fast. You want to know what that's about? Get the book. Get the book. Unchecked emotions and baggages, chapter 2. Chapter 3 is dishonesty and deception. Chapter 4, you would never think this would be in a relationship, but it's jealousy. Jealousy. Chapter 5, unrealistic expectations. Chapter 6, too religious. All you church folk. Chapter 7, lack of respect. Ooh, I would love to share, but I'm out of time. Chapter 8 is you don't fight fair. That's another good one. You don't fight fair. That's one of the things that ruins relationships. You don't understand one another's love language. That's chapter 9. Chapter 10 is understand your own temperament. Now, the best person to understand in your relationship is not your partner, but yourself. Know who you are. You can't present a stranger and then expect to have a healthy relationship. Chapter number 11 is we never discuss values and goals. Enough said on that. Chapter 12, we never laugh. And you would be amazed at how beneficial laughter, downtime, let your hair down. Don't take yourself so serious. If you just be able to relax, you do like Charlie Brown. Even though it's not Christmas time. All right, I'm out of time, but grab the book. It'll be a blessing to you. And I look forward to seeing you Wednesday night right back here, 7 p.m. for Wednesday's Word. This is going to be an amazing time together. And I will end where we began. I'm over time. Let's start where we end. Be optimistic in everything that you do. Everything works together for the good. Just gotta believe. Just gotta believe. Just gotta believe. Anyway, we're gonna join us again next Monday night for Songs in the Night. I'm gonna leave you with optimistic.